early in the morning, and already this video came out 9 hours ago. But whatever. We're going to go ahead and react to it. Now, FYI, I did watch Smackdown. I thought it was pretty good. But knowing CJAX, he's going to review and not say what I just said. But let's go ahead and see what he has to say.
Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes, Roman Reigns, Roman Reigns. We are bots. We are bots.
Hey,
for that's so disrespectful, bro.
Goodness gracious, man. This might be one of, if not the worst Smackdown episode ever. And I've said that at least 10 times on this channel. And guess what? This is going to be the 11th. Because this was absolute and utter glazing garbage.
I disagree. I thought this Smackdown was pretty good.
Everything inside of this episode is all based off of glaze, and I love you. They literally, Randy Orton said the literal words, I respect you, I love you, I'm proud of you, I appreciate you, to Cody Rhodes. How many times on this channel have I said, these wrestlers now, all they do is go out there, starting with Cody Rhodes, all they do is go out there and literally just say, I respect you, I love you, I appreciate you, I like you. Rhea Ripley said it to Io Sky. Io Sky said it to Rhea Ripley. Bianca Belair said it to Io Sky.
Bianca said it to Io Sky? I don't remember that. The 2 Monday nights before, you told us that Bianca was laughing at Io Sky how she speak and how she responded to Bianca saying she gonna be champion again. So I don't remember that.
Randy Orton said it to Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes has said it to everybody. It's the same stuff. And people have the audacity to go in comment sections or go anywhere and be like, oh no, bro, you don't know what you're talking about. You're hating, man. You're hating, dude. What are you talking about, bro? Well, look at it in front of your face. Randy Orton is saying word for word, verbatim, what I've been saying for months. All these wrestlers say the same things, and you wonder why these promos suck, because everyone says the same stuff. You know, it's embarrassing. Cody Rhodes gets glazed to the maximum. They protect this dude with everything they have. It's embarrassing. What WWE champion gets protected like this? Even when Roman was getting super pushed, when he was the big dog, was anybody going on the mic? Was John Cena on the mic with him talking about you're amazing, man. You've carried this company, man. You're amazing. You're lovely. You're awesome, dude. You're awesome sauce, bro. Have a great day. Shut up. You know? It's embarrassing at this point. CM Punk's main eventing night 1 of WrestleMania and crying about it. You know, like, congratulations to the guy, Phil Brooks, behind the character. But come on, man. Phil Brooks, or CM Punk, is main eventing night 1. It's night 1. That's not even a real main event. Unless you're main eventing night 2, you're not really main eventing. Let's be honest with ourselves.
And not only that, it's not even for the title. So let's put that into context.
You know, the main event of Mania 40 is not going to be looked back at as Roman and Rock versus Cody and Seth. The main event is Roman versus Cody night 2. That's what we're going to remember. It's the same thing with WrestleMania 39. Nobody remembers the main event of WrestleMania 39 as Sami Zayn and Jey Uso, or Sami Zayn and KO versus Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso. Come on, man. Get real with yourself. You know, the Mania 38 main event. Yeah, bro, it's KO versus Stone Cold. Stop. Anyways, let's just go ahead and get in this video, man. I have no idea what's happening at this point. What is this garbage? This Mania 41 season is dead. It's so dead. It's so dry. It's so cooked. It's burnt, you know? So get ready for this absolute rant. Now, first off, we have to talk about this garbage segment with Cody Rhodes. Now, I just want to mark this down. It took until 8:15 p.m. Eastern time for words to actually be said that actually like were in a contingent sentence or two. Other than that, before that, it took 9 minutes for Cody to utter a word, and all he said is that in 3 weeks, I fight John Cena. And everyone just chanted, Cody Rhodes, Cody Rhodes. We are bots. We do what we're told. We fans have no idea what we're talking about, so we just keep glazing Triple H until he books it into oblivion like he's doing in Mania 41! Goodness gracious, man. These fans are bots. I'm so tired of this garbage. These guys are sitting here cheering for Cody Rhodes, who has 7 title defenses in 1 year. He hasn't done anything, and he's getting popped like he's wrestled 50 matches and like he's cut 15 great promos. What are they cheering for? You know? It's just embarrassing at this point. It's so ridiculous. It's embarrassing to be a fan of WWE. It truly is. It really is at this point. The only reason, right, that this company has any modicum of excitement still is because of leeching off of, like, you know, older wrestlers, right, like John Cena or The Rock, you know what I'm saying, or even their, you know, the one or two newer wrestlers they've developed over the last 10 to 15 years that actually became great, like Roman or like Seth, you know, or even on Punk, who's on the back end of that. You get what I'm saying? That's all they have. Nothing new has been developed in the last year. No new star has up and come and have been amazing to the point where they're actually like the draw of the company. It doesn't happen like that anymore. But anyways, back to what I was saying. 15 minutes before we actually get legitimate statements being said, where Randy Orton comes out and basically just glazes Cody Rhodes. This was the Cody Rhodes glaze ceremony, was the opening segment of the night. It was a bunch of compliments, and that's all it was. Randy Orton comes out and literally just talks about how great Cody Rhodes is and how proud of him he is, and he literally says the words I've been saying for months. He tells Cody Rhodes, "I love you, Cody. I need you, Cody. I respect the hell out of you, Cody. I respect you, Cody. I'm so proud of you, Cody." I'm like, are you kidding me? This is what it's come to? And he proceeds to lie. He's like, well, Cody, this big boom period, the company's the best it's ever been. The big boom, the ticket sales, the sellouts, all this stuff is all on the back of you, Cody. And again, I said this in a video a few days ago. Cody Rhodes is a protected jobber. They make up lies and narratives to make this dude look good. And everyone who he's in the ring with who's better than him in terms of like their legendary status or just the fact that they're just better performers in general, they have to snoop down to his level and compliment him to the point where you can't even, it's just unbelievable glaze. He tells Cody Rhodes, he's like, remember when you beat Seth Rollins with a torn pec at Hell in a Cell? Randy Orton says word for word, 99% of the quote-unquote big boom is on your back, Cody.
I mean, you gotta admit, I mean, the fact he went out there with a torn pec, I mean, and he still performed in one of the brutalest matches of them all. I mean, you gotta give him props for that. I mean, I don't think anybody will do what he did. I mean, shoot, he came out there black. He came out there white and purple. He literally came out there white and purple. And you telling me that he didn't do the work? No, he went out there and kicked ass. He put out a great performance with Seth Rollins. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, Randy Orton, he'll always be the GOAT for his performances and his work. Well, except that kiss with Stephanie McMahon. No, you a fool for that one. You know, I don't fuck with you for that. You should have been arrested for sexual assault and sexual harassment for what you did to Stephanie McMahon. But however, you know, we still have to call him the GOAT because he did the work. You know what I'm saying? It's just like Chris Benoit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he went out committing homicide and suicide. And, you know, nobody's talking about him no more, but we still look back at his matches and say, hey, he's the GOAT. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just got to separate sometimes you just got to separate the two, you know? But, hey, I got to give Cody his props. He did went out there and kick ass while he was performing with Seth Rollins. So, he's a savage for that, you know? He definitely hardcore to the bone going out there and with a torn pec. At first I thought it was spray paint, but nope, that was a real bruise. Goddamn.
You've done this. This is ridiculous. And he tells Cody Rhodes, the most ridiculous statement of the night, he tells Cody Rhodes that Cody Rhodes has far surpassed anything that Randy Orton has done in his career. And he says that Cody Rhodes is his equal, and he loves him, and he's proud of Cody. This is embarrassing. Randy Orton is a 14-time WWE champion. You understand? A 14-time world champion. And this dude's beaten John Cena. He's beaten much better competitors. He's beaten people like that. And somehow Cody Rhodes has far surpassed him because Cody Rhodes in 20 years in the industry was Stardust and was Randy Orton's lackey and jobber in legacy. And now he's a one-time world champion. And now he's surpassed anything Orton's ever done. This is embarrassing. The lies are right in front of your face. I said Cody was a protected jobber, and look how he's treated. I said all they say is I love you, I respect you. Look what's happening. I said that Mania 41's bill was going to be bad and this PLE could potentially be horrible, and look how it's going. You understand? This is embarrassing, man. Let's move on to the rest of this segment. Basically, what's it called? After Randy Orton talks and does all that glazing, Drew McIntyre comes out and says Randy Orton has done nothing since his comeback at Survivor Series a couple years ago, which is absolute facts. He says that Randy Orton needs to get in the back of the line, sunshine, and watch as Drew McIntyre gets his rightful shot at going for the WWE Championship. He takes a pot shot at Damian Priest, and that's pretty much the end of this. This sets up a little segment where Randy Orton's about to RKO Drew. Drew pushes him off, and basically that sets up Randy Orton versus Drew later in the night. But this first segment was atrocious, full of lies, garbage and nonsensical nightmares of trash. Cody Rhodes is 3 weeks out from Mania, and all he has on the mic is to utter the words, "I will fight John Cena in 3 weeks." That's all he has to say. And you mean to tell me that this is the best era of WWE? You guys are these fans are delusional. I don't like to call it the fans, but they're delusional. They're delusional. They're the reason we're in this position. I want you guys to understand that. The fans that sat there and glazed Cody Rhodes' championship reign and complimented Triple H to the day's end and just glazed every single thing that was coming their way, had no original thought, didn't critique anything, that is the reason we are where we're at right now. I want you to understand that and just accept it. Just accept it, because it's facts. We're seeing it in front of our faces. The fans ate it up, and Triple H had no idea what he was doing the whole time, but The Rock and Roman came in and had a great Mania build last year with Cody and Seth, and it got everyone fooled and bamboozled. And now you're in a situation where apparently business is the best it's ever been. The viewership has dropped millions. They've lost like 3 million views in 2 months on Netflix on Raw. You know, they haven't, last year at this time, they have like 30 plus live event, Raw, SmackDown, plus PLE sellouts in the entire year at this point last year.
I don't know why you keep putting up the same picture. God damn. Well, here's the recent views for March. If you scroll down in this video, hold on. Yeah, here you go. March 3rd, 10th, and the 17th, it got back up to 3 mil for the global reviews. And our view, I would say 6 for the 3rd, 6 for the 10th, and 5.8 for the 17th. So here's why I put all the pictures together. But yeah, I mean, March, it got back up to 3 because of, some people say it's because of John Cena, possibly, but could be because of Roman Reigns. No, it's John Cena. Sorry, it's John Cena. So I don't know, man. I mean, if John Cena win the title, I mean, we're probably going to get more of that. 3 mil there, 3 mil there, and yeah. And then that's why, the views are up because of John Cena. That's it. But, CJAX, you got to update your chart, man. I keep having to put this up, bro. Like, stop putting up the same photo. I mean, we know about January. We know about February. Now talk about March. You know what I'm saying? Like, talk about that. Jeez.
And now they only have, maybe 4 or 5? And we're 3 months in? This is embarrassing. It's the worst Mania build ever, but we're told it's great. These fans are just delusional, man, and they believe all these lies. It's really sad, but this is what happens when you succumb to the bad narratives that are being lied to in your face, But anyways, then we get to the next thing, which was Street Profits versus Pretty Deadly. This match was pretty much forgettable. It was a decent match, don't get me wrong, but no one's going to be talking about this now that this show is over. Let's be real here, okay? The Street Profits retain the titles, and no one actually comes out and interrupts at all. The Street Profits' theme is still horrible, in my opinion, and they need to be changed. They need to change that immediately. However, we're in a point now where the Street Profits are champs, and I'm okay with that. They do good in the ring. They need to go back to the old theme song, but this is what it is. Couple good spots here, couple creative spots. Athleticism was shown by both of these competitors, both of these teams, I should say, and it was a solid, entertaining match for what it was. I don't know what's going to happen with the tag team division heading into Mania, but you got what you got, and that's it. Then we get a bunch of random segments to set up future matches. Whenever you head into a SmackDown or a Raw, and they only have like 3 or 4 confirmed segments for the show, and then nothing else is confirmed, but the show is still 3 hours, the reason why is because there's going to be a bunch of random segments backstage that are going to set up nobody matches that no one cares about, okay? So one of those backstage segments was a segment between, Chelsea Green and the Secret Hervis, and they were basically going at Zelina Vega backstage with Kaden Carter and Katana Chance. They haven't been seen in months, but they're here now, and they have a tag match versus Piper Niven and Alba Fire. This match is garbage and forgettable, and for some odd reason, Zelina Vega was talking all that trash backstage, but then lets the Secret Hervis go out there and basically beat up Katana and Kaden Carter, and that's pretty much that. Zelina Vega then goes out and tries to fight back afterwards and gets beat down to a pulp, and so we can move on from this. Zelina Vega's new theme is horrendous, and Chelsea Green is literally the only over woman in this mid-card. In the mid-card division as a whole, she's the only over woman. She's the only over woman on the entirety of SmackDown besides, I guess, Charlotte and Tiffany. That's it. So I don't even know where Nia Jax is. I don't know where anybody is. Nobody knows who these people are. It's over. The women's mid-card is garbage, and the U.S. Championship for the women's division, and same with the IC belt, have been a failure and a disaster. Both IC reign and the U.S. title reign suck in the women's division.
Yeah, I'm wondering where's Nia Jax too, and Candice LeRae. I mean, where the fuck are they? Including Roxanne. I mean, she's supposed to be beefing with Bayley, and you got them beefing with Liv and Raquel. I mean, where is she? She's supposed to pop out. Where is she? That's what I'm saying, man. What's going on? No Sheamus, no Kaiser. What's going on, bro?
attention, and they need to be taken more seriously. Same with the men's, too. They both are just garbage. Then we get to LA Knight versus Braun Strowman for the U.S. belt. We don't even have to talk about this match because we knew it was going to end in an interference from someone in the bloodline. We already knew this was going to happen. And so it happened to be Jacob Fatu tonight, and basically he beat up LA Knight and beat up Braun Strowman, and he basically is doing this all to allude to the fact that he will be going for the U.S. Championship at WrestleMania, and he'll be trying to take it from LA Knight or Braun Strowman, which he likely will win that match if that becomes a thing for Mania. We then get a backstage promo where we're continuing to tease this Solo and Jacob Fatu narrative, right? Where Solo Sikoa at this point and Jacob Fatu just can't get along. It's so tired. It's so stupid. The long-term booking. Triple H is the long gamer. He sees the stories before we do. He's cooking. Let Papa H cook. Yeah, well, now he's cooking up a garbage meal that nobody's eating. So how about that? It's just garbage. These segments are trash. None of these matches mean anything. We're 3 weeks from Mania, and we're getting LA Knight versus Braun Strowman in a nothing burger U.S. title match. Come on. Is there nothing better we can do than this? This is so sad. What is this? This is garbage. Nobody cares about any of this stuff. Jacob Fatu and Solo's little tension has been teased for months, and nothing's come from it. It's time to stop. It's time to realize when a storyline isn't working, you need to scrap it, throw it out, and just go forward with Jacob Fatu winning the U.S. belt or LA Knight retaining and just move on with this. Nobody wants to see Solo and Jacob Fatu in any way, shape, or form. It's not going to work. It's over. Jacob Fatu has clearly proven to be better than Solo at basically everything, and he's way more over with the crowd, so it's time to move forward.
I don't know if Jacob is going to be LA Knight. I don't know. I think it's too early, but however, if he does win it, cool, but however, where is LA Knight going to go from there? Is he going to go after Cody or John Cena? What's he going to do next? That's the question I want to know.
Then we have Naomi and Jade Cargill. Obviously, normally, but 3 weeks before a Mania, you would actually get a build on the mic and an actual story and a promo segment between the two competitors. But we're just going to get Naomi in a video segment where she's complaining about, Jade or how Bianca basically turned on her. And Naomi's been the model of consistency, and she's been supporting and inspiring Bianca for years. But she's sold out for Jade Cargill. And this was actually a pretty decent video segment, if I don't say so myself. This is one of two or three decent segments the entire night, I'd say, or 2 or 3 decent moments of the entire night, I would say. And then basically after this video segment plays, we get a Michin and B-Fab are walking out, and they get attacked by Naomi. Again, Michin does nothing. B-Fab does nothing. We then see Naomi beat the crap out of them all, and then all of a sudden Jade Cargill comes out, and then Naomi just runs off. She just runs off. She's like, proceed with caution. Then Jade comes down to try and fight back against Naomi, and Naomi just runs away. What does this builder improve for Mania? Nothing. Thank you.
I even said on my last video that Naomi, running away don't mean shit because she should have ran away from Liv and Raquel when she was with Bianca when they attacked her on Smackdown. And then maybe Liv and Raquel, would have had a good segment. You want to know why? Because at least Naomi and Bianca, even though, them running away wouldn't make them babyface. Honestly, I would have ran shit. They're going to attack me while I'm trying to promote. Hell no, I'm leaving. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not fair that, that Raquel and Raquel and Liv Morgan, going to put their hands on you and you can't fight back. So if I was Bianca and Naomi, I would have ran off. You know what I'm saying? Let them be in the ring and tease. You know what I'm saying? Let them be in the ring and tease. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, if you're going to beat the hell out of Michi and B-Fab, you should have done that to Liv and Raquel. If you were that dangerous, you know what I'm saying? But, yeah, it's kind of weird, man. It's kind of weird, but let's get back to the video.
Now let's get on to the Charlotte Flair versus Michin match. Charlotte Flair versus Michin was a mid-match. Charlotte doesn't look confident in her knee still, and quite frankly...
That's what I'm saying, man, that knee.
I don't think that she is confident in her knee, and she does look slower and a little bit more choppy in the ring. And the fact that we have this match in 3 weeks between her and Tiffany, and Charlotte Flair probably isn't going to be wrestling at all until that Mania match, is probably not a good sign. And then after this match, when Charlotte makes Michin tap out with the figure 4, Tiffany Stratton goes on the mic in a little interview segment with Jackie Redmond, because again, we're 3 weeks before Mania in a WWE Women's Championship match, and so instead of having the two competitors go out there and cut a promo in the ring together, because we know Tiffany would get destroyed like she did last week on Smackdown with Charlotte in that interview, Tiffany goes backstage and proceeds to say absolutely nothing. Nothing. She's like, oh, well, if Charlotte loses, the pressure's on her because she's losing to a rookie. But if I win, I look cool because I beat Charlotte Flair. No one cares. Tiffany Stratton embarrassed herself last week in that segment, and all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, she comes back the following week and has no improvement. This is why this roster continues to suck and why your younger talent never flourishes. The younger talent gets put in positions where, yeah, hey, they'll win a belt here because they're booked to do that. But with their actual talent and merits of athleticism or skill on the mic or storytelling abilities or entrance, they don't get over on that anymore. We know this. You know, Tiffany has a chant and that's it. In the ring, she's like slightly above average, and on the mic, she's horrendous. But somehow she's a WWE champion, you know? These talent look at their mistakes and do nothing to improve. It's the same thing with Cody. Why do you think Cody's been cutting the same promo for a year? Because he has no need to improve because the fans are glazing it, they're loving it allegedly, and Triple H keeps booking it like that, so nobody cares. Cody doesn't need to wrestle because the fans are going to cheer him and you know, cheer for him regardless. Tiffany doesn't need to improve on the mic because the fans are going to cheer for her regardless. You know, Rhea Ripley doesn't have to improve anything on the mic. She hasn't been improving on the mic at all now for years, and she's still going to be the most over woman in the division. It's absolutely embarrassing. None of these talent have to work for anything, and none of these dudes have to actually do anything to improve themselves. And that's why Tiffany continues to suck on the mic, Rhea continues to suck on the mic, and so on and so forth. No one improves themselves because they're not required to. Triple H isn't demanding them to get any better. The fans aren't demanding anything better because they haven't witnessed any better. You know, they probably started watching wrestling in like 2018. You gotta say that these are like 12-year-olds trying to tell Triple H how to book, and he does it, you know, sometimes, and makes these jobbers champs. So it is what it is. Then we have Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. This is a pretty decent match, all right? I don't really remember much of what happened because I was half asleep, but, you know, this match was decent for what I saw. Pretty run-of-the-mill Orton and Drew stuff. It was like around decent, I guess you could say. Obviously, this ended in an interference. KO comes out and distracts Orton. Orton gets Claymore. Drew McIntyre wins. Afterwards, KO looks around like he's stalking his prey, grabs Randy Orton's leg, and then tries to hit a pile driver on the table, and then Randy counters out of it. KO runs away. That's it. That's it. Another brawl segment that ends in someone running away or getting held back by security. It's the same thing. Goodness gracious, man. It is embarrassing. What is happening anymore? What is happening? Seriously, I can't. It is so sad to be a WWE fan. It really is, man. This is really embarrassing. It truly is. I have no other word to describe it. Shameful. You know what I'm saying? Lackluster. Stupid. Ridiculous. What other words can be used to describe this nonsense, you know? Then we get Miz versus Jimmy Uso. Jimmy Uso actually cut a good promo backstage earlier, but, you know, it is what it is. I mean, he was just talking to Carmelo Hayes and Miz actually cut a good promo in that backstage segment too, but that's expected, you know? Miz and Jimmy on the mic, they're both pretty solid on the mic, so that's what you need. They come out in the ring, wrestle a nothing burger match. Jimmy Uso obviously gets the W and then talks about how he's going to see Gunther on Monday, and that's the end of that. Then after this, we get a backstage segment where Drew and Damian are basically brawling backstage. They're upset with each other, obviously. The way they shot this was actually pretty cool. Damian Priest was like hiding outside, and then Drew opens the door feeling in a good mood after pinning Randy Orton and stuff like that. And then he opens the door to leave, and then Damian's just standing right there, beats the crap out of him, and then choke slams him on the window through a car. So, on the window of a car, I should say. So, that was pretty cool. This is one of Damian's better segments, and it actually established him as somewhat of a savage. You know what I'm saying? A big dog, right? When they say, you know, all rise for the outlaw and the punishment and the street king, all these stupid names, this actually made him feel like somewhat of a threat. Holy crap, if you mess with this dude, you know, it's like, holy crap, this dude will take you outside and slam you through a car. You know what I'm saying? And he'll yell at you while he's doing it. Like, this is legitimate. This is the best Damian Priest has looked in months in terms of his character. This is the best it's been in months.
Oh, now you want to give Damian Priest some props. Yeah, that's funny. But, yeah, shout out to Damian, man. I'm glad he got his leg back. You know what I mean? Shoot. Yeah. I'm glad he got his leg back. But, however, you know, I just wonder what's next with him. I just wonder what's next for him after Drew McIntyre. I mean, is he going to, you know, get back with the Judgment Day? Or is he going to, you know, go after Jay for the title? Maybe come back to Raw? Because he ain't gonna get no challenge for John Cena. Or, you know what I mean? He can get one with Cody, but not with John Cena. I mean, I don't know how that's going to work. But you can try, though. You can try. But we'll see what happens in the next couple months. Like I said, as long as we get all this stuff out the way before SummerSlam, that's good. That's good.
So they do get some points for that. This was definitely one of my favorite, but this probably was my favorite part of the night, actually, was this little beatdown brawl. Other than what Roman Reigns proceeds to do on the mic a little later, that was pretty much it. This And then what else? Probably like the Naomi little video segment thing, and that was pretty much it. You know, those and then the Roman Reigns stuff that he says on the mic, that's all that was anywhere notable or decent about this show, besides the Street Profits match. So they had like 3 or 4 decent things, and everything else was absolute bottom of the barrel trash. Then we get to the contract signing with Roman, Seth, and Punk. This contract signing was pretty, I don't really know how to describe this. I'd say it was pretty, I don't know, bad. That's what it was. It was bad, you know?
I disagree. I think this segment was pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, the Seth Rollins promo, the Roman Reigns promo. I didn't really give too much attention to CM Punk's promo. I kind of slept on it, but Seth and Roman did a good job, though. Shout out to those two. Former members of the Shield, you know, bringing back the past, you know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to them, you know. And also shout out to Dean Ambrose, a.k.a. John Moxley. You know, shout out to him, too.
Roman Reigns comes out there first because he's obviously, this is one thing that needs to be understood after this segment tonight. Roman Reigns is clearly the alpha in this situation. You understand? Seth Rollins and CM Punk are not main eventing a dang thing at WrestleMania if this match does not include Roman Reigns. Let's just get that straight clear off the bat. If Seth and Punk are in a Mania Night 1 main event, you know dang well that it's because there's a third person or someone else involved that's bigger than them. And that's exactly the situation with this. Let's just set that up straight. Roman mentions this later in the promo, okay? Roman basically decides to talk a bunch of facts. Before he even gets a chance to speak, the crowd's just a bunch of chanting bots. You know, Roman Reigns, OTC, Roman Reigns, glaze, glazing, glazy glaze.
Wait, what do you mean by glazing, bro?
That's all it is, you know? But then Roman finally gets on the mic after being pampered to for like 10 minutes straight. And what doesn't make any sense, too, before we get to the end of the segment, somehow this segment ended, right? I just want to mention this real quick. It ended, okay? And the situation was that they cut to black because I guess they ran out of time or whatever happened. How do you run out of time on a 3-hour show? Cut a couple minutes from the meaningless Miz versus Jimmy match. Cut a couple minutes from the meaningless Chelsea Green Secret Harvest segment with Zelina Vega, and maybe you'd actually have a couple like 5 to 10 more minutes to add on, so you wouldn't have to run overtime and do all these stupid fades to black and commercial garbage. But anyways, let's get back into the segment. We then have Roman Reigns go on the mic, and he actually says, you know, I have a couple obligations here. One is to be acknowledged. One of them is to sign this contract, and now my business is done. And before he can even finish saying that sentence, Seth Rollins' music hits. Rollins then comes out, and he basically says, you know what I'm saying, Roman, I don't know why you're trying to leave this early. You know, we have a contract to sign. We have business to handle. And you know what I'm saying? We came in here. This is our classic moment in London when we came here. We powerbombed The Undertaker. We set the stage for what we wanted to mold the industry into over the next decade, and we would be running this place for years to come. And we set up the vision that we want. He keeps saying we. And then this is where Roman actually starts to cook. Roman Reigns gets on the mic. He's like, we. What you saying we for? We didn't do this. I did this. You know what I'm saying? We split up a long time ago, but I stood here. I carried this business. I carry this company. The reason we have the Netflix deal is because of me. The reason we shot to new heights is because of me. All the new impact, you know, interest, whatever the heck, you know what I'm saying? The, what's it called? The growth of the business compared to what it was like in the late 2010s. All that stuff is because of me. I'm the tribal chief. I carried this company for the last, you know, however many years. And that's absolute facts. That's how you cut a promo. You understand? That's how you actually stick up for yourself. You don't go out there and tell your opponent how great they are. You be honest. Roman has been carrying this company for years now. And no matter who they try and put as the head of the company, whoever they put the belt on, whatever, Roman is going to be the top draw and the biggest star and the best star in the entire company until he's retired. It's as simple as that. You know, he has a chokehold on the company, and it's really that. It's that simple. We have to move on and acknowledge this.
Also, I just want to shout out to my homegirl, Elizabeth, man. Shout out to her for pulling up to WWE. This is her first time I ever seen her at Smackdown or in WWE. She's just starting to watch it. I assume it's because of Roman Reigns, but, you know, and Charlotte Flair and Randy Orton and whatnot. But shout out to her for acknowledging WWE. See, that's what I'm saying, man. Triple H got everybody hooked, man. First Justine, then Drake, and now Elizabeth, bro. The Twitch streamer, that's crazy, man. Shout out to Triple H, man. When it comes to promos and marketing, man, he the GOAT. But when it comes to bookings, you know better than Shawn Michaels. I'll just say it like that. All right? When it comes to booking, Shawn Michaels is the GOAT. But when you're booking, you had your run. You had your run. That's why I said get a new bookkeeper, because when it comes to creativity, you kind of need a break. You know what I'm saying? Kind of need a break, you know? That's respectfully, you need a break, Hunter. You need a break. But, yeah, man. Shout out to everybody for starting to watch WWE. But, however, you got a lot of catching up to do. Because, like I said, when I started watching WWE at 2007, I had a lot of catching up to do. I had to do my homework because I could not just start with 2007. No, I had to start all the way to the 90s, to the 80s. Even matches from the 70s. Lord have mercy. But, yeah, man. I mean, I in order for me to know about WCW, ECW, and all that, I had to do my homework, bro. So, shout out to Hunter for putting everybody on, but just remember, he's the GOAT when it comes to promos. But when it comes to bookings, we need a new bookkeeper, okay? We just do. Let's get back to the video.
Roman Reigns or Seth Rollins then says, you know what, I'm tired of you because I'm stuck here trying to clean up the mess that you created. You shouldn't have been shaking hands with CM Punk, you know what I'm saying, at War Games. You should have beat the crap out of him and not letting this issue get out.
Also, if you guys want to follow Elizabeth on Instagram, here's her social right here. Also, if you want to subscribe to her YouTube, here's her YouTube right here. And we'll go ahead and get back to the video, but I just want to show that to y'all. Just in case you guys want to subscribe or whatnot.
Hand, which has some merit to it, but again, Seth Rollins is forced in this feud just like Roman Reigns is forced in this feud, and just like CM Punk is forced in this feud. This triple threat should never be happening, so what Rollins says kind of holds no weight to an extent, except for the fact that Roman and Punk shouldn't have been teaming up at War Games. That was a good line from Rollins, and it's absolutely true, but the fact that, again, Roman's the only one who actually just came out here and was just talking trash. I like old school promos where you just go out and talk trash to your opponent, talk trash about them, and say that you're going to win. That's what a good promo, the basis of a good promo should be centered around those things, and obviously your delivery of it. But anyways, then we get CM Punk. He gets the CM Punk, we are bots, robot responses. You know, so that's what we get. So the CM Punk then comes out. CM Punk basically, he says that I'm here to chew bubble gum and sign a contract, spits the gum out and says I'm all out of bubble gum. He then proceeds to scroll through the contract looking for something, and Roman Reigns makes the joke. Roman Reigns was laughing a lot and making a ton of jokes in this segment. It was pretty funny and entertaining, if I don't say so myself. But when you have Roman, Punk, and Rollins in the ring, I mean, it's kind of expected that the top guy and the best dude is going to be Roman. Like, let's be real with ourselves. No glaze or anything like they were glazing all night, but, like, Roman is just on a different level than these dudes. It just is what it is. Like, I don't even know why we're even in the ring together. You know, Roman's laughing at these dudes because it's like we're crying because CM Punk has a Mania Night 1 main event. It's like, dude, are you serious? Roman Reigns has main evented, what, like 8 WrestleManias now or 9? And we're crying because of one night 1?
No, he main evented 10. If I had a screenshot, I would. But my phone, has full shortage, so I won't be able to pull it up. But, no, he has 10 main events. Pretty much 10. Just want to say that. Based off memory.
Main event, it's not even the real main event. I think since Mania went to 2 nights, Roman has main evented every WrestleMania besides WrestleMania 36. 37 he main evented, 38 he main evented, 39 he main evented, 40 he main evented both nights, and now he's going to main event night 1 of Mania 41. So it's like, and then he main evented what? WrestleMania 31, 32, 33, I believe. Yeah, 34 as well. I mean, yeah, it gets to a point. You get what I'm saying? It really does get to a point. Outside of the 2 years he couldn't be there due to sickness and, the leukemia situation, all that other stuff, like in COVID, obviously, all that. Like, other than that, Roman Reigns has main evented every WrestleMania that he's been involved in. So I don't understand. It just is what it is. So then we get to CM Punk's part of the segment where Paul Heyman gets over to CM Punk. They hold their heads in close, and Paul Heyman's like, I know what you're looking for, and on the page you're gonna find it. And then he basically reveals that CM Punk will be main eventing WrestleMania. They say it like that, but obviously it's gonna be a night 1 main event. We already know this, okay? Now the problem with this whole segment is, look, congratulations to Phil Brooks, the actual person for main eventing WrestleMania. CM Punk was crying during this and emotional, understandably so, I guess, for him. But in actual, storyline wise, nobody should be feeling bad for CM Punk. He left for a decade, came back, and the only reason he's main eventing, not night 2, main eventing night 1, you understand? The only reason he's main eventing night 1 is because the other competition to main event night 1 was nothing. Who else was going to main event night 1 if they didn't? Jay and Gunter? I mean, what, Charlotte and Tiffany, which has been an awful build and an awful story? Rhea versus Bianca versus Io? That's what would have main evented night 1 in place, you know? Because the night 2 main event is going to obviously be Cena and Cody, but this is just embarrassing at this point. You know, we're crying for this is just insane. Fans saying you deserve it, all this stuff. It's like, it gets to a point, you know? It's not that CM Punk wasn't good enough. Well, I mean, it is kind of like that. The reason he wasn't main eventing when he was in, WWE before, years before, is because he just wasn't better than the people main eventing. He's not better than John Cena or The Rock or Undertaker or any of these people. Come on, man. You know this. It's nothing personal. It's just business. Am I going to get a match with Cena and Rock that's going to make me tens of millions of dollars, hundreds of millions potentially? Or am I going to get a match with CM Punk and John Cena? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not the same. CM Punk is just not the guy that Rock and Cena. He's not the performer.
Well, that's why it should have just been a fatal 4-way match. Cody, Seth, Roman, and CM Punk for the WWE title, right? Or it could have been, like a 5-man match where basically it'll be Cena, Cody, Roman, Rollins, and Punk. Can you imagine those 5 men in one match? I think that would be a slobber knocker. And then hopefully Roman will, beat everybody and it'll be an end. Or Cena can beat everyone. You know what I'm saying? Or Punk can beat everyone. You know what I mean? Anyone can get it, as long as it's not scripted. You know what I'm saying? It should go in, Imagine that. It'll be like the Elimination Chamber, really, just without the 6th person in the cage, I think that would be cool. It just won't be an elimination match. It'll just be by one fall. I think that would be a dope event. Y'all comment down below. Let me know if y'all agree.
That Rock and Cena was, and it's as simple as that. That's why he wasn't main eventing. CM Punk then says, yes, I appreciate that, Paul. And then Roman Reigns gets back on the mic and says, hey, I want you to acknowledge me because the only reason you're main eventing tonight is because of me. So thank your tribal chief and acknowledge me. You know what I'm saying? Roman Reigns is clearly being the alpha here. And then CM Punk sits down on one knee and says, thank you, my tribal chief, my head of the table, my big dog, which was a pretty funny line. And Roman laughs at that. And then CM Punk says, yes, and I appreciate you, wise man, but you know that's not the favor I asked. So now Punk is going to main event night 1, and there's another special favor, which will either be CM Punk getting Roman Reigns getting turned on by Paul Heyman, or it'll be something else. I don't really care at this point. This feud is nothing. Roman and Punk were just shaking hands 4 or 5 months ago. They're laughing together now. And now all of a sudden, we're in a situation where they're going to be feuding at Mania. While Seth is just off in the corner, he's the one who has the vendetta versus both of them. And he feels like a third fiddle in this feud. It's not a good feud because you're splitting your audience up. You have all 3 of them are faces as well. And there's nothing on the line as far as we know. It's a nonsensical plot hole filled feud with a bunch of inconsistencies. But hey, CM Punk, whoa. Roman Reigns, OTC. The fans are going to chant for it regardless, and therefore there you have it, okay? So at the end of the day, we have to sit here and we have to watch this garbage, but quite frankly, this is one of the worst Smackdowns of all time. It was an absolute disaster. It gets a 3 out of 10. Roman did good on the mic. Damian Priest looked pretty good in his segment, okay? He did a good job with that segment, and then obviously Street Profits versus Pretty Deadly was okay, and then that was pretty much all there was to talk about here. Everything else that you can think of that was discussed was garbage for obvious reasons. 3 out of 10 episodes. Knock yourselves out. Thank you so much for watching. Have a phenomenal day and peace out. One love.
Yeah, like I said, I disagree with him. I think the SmackDown was pretty good. I would give it a 7 out of 10. The reason why I give it a 7 out of 10 because I don't like the way they're treating Selena. I think they did her wrong with that segment with Chelsea Green and Piper and Alba Fire. That's why I give it a 7 out of 10, but it's still good. But another side note of it, let me just say this, right? Can y'all see this event? Cody, Cena, Roman, Rollins, and CM Punk in one match in one fall? That's the main event right there. Now, come on now. Y'all got to admit, that would be the main event right there. Cody, Cena, Roman, Rollins, and Punk in one match? That would be a fucking slobber knocker if you ask me. That for the WWE title? Come on, man. Now, that's a main event. And then you guys are going to probably wonder, well, what happened to night 2? Well, the main event, in my opinion, should be Rhea and Bianca and Io Sky. If you ask me. That should be night 2 right there. Or, like I said, we could switch it. You know what I mean? Like this, this 5-man match could be night 2, and then, you know, Rhea and Bianca at Io Sky should be night 1. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think that would be it right there. But, again, we got to hold on, but we got to see what's going to go down. You feel me? So, we got to see what's going to go down. But, to me, I think this would have been a good match right here. But I know we ain't going to get that. But I'm just saying, it's a good idea. Good idea. But y'all comment down below. Let me know if you think that would be a good idea. But, shoot, that would be a great idea. That would be dope as fuck, bro. That would be dope. Yeah, man. Yep. But like I said, I didn't think nothing was wrong with SmackDown. I mean, the only thing I found wrong was the Selena and Chelsea's segment. I thought that was pretty trash. But I'm glad KC came out. I'm glad they came out. But, you know, again, that's good. You know, you're showcasing them, but you still haven't showcased, you know, if we're just talking about SmackDown, you still haven't showcased, I got to think of some women, like Nia Jax and Candice. And, you know, if we're talking about Monday Night Raw, you haven't showcased, you know, Shania Baszler and Zoe and Roxanne. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, like, even, you know, I know it's like Kyle James is, you know, training in the Performance Center and all that, but where is she going to go? Like I said, I think what y'all should do is when Tiffany lose her title, including Chelsea, y'all should just have Tiffany, Chelsea, Kyle James, and Maxine team up. Like maybe you could do this. Like maybe you can draft Kyle James and Maxine and bring them to SmackDown. Or you could bring Tiffany and Chelsea to Raw, and then they team up. They could go against, oh, damn. Well, I mean, they can go against Lyra and Bailey and, you know, but then again, can they be heel or can they be babyface? I don't know. Y'all comment down below. But, hey, people on Instagram said they're interested, but y'all comment down below and let me know about that, too. We got some ideas here, man. Yo, G-Man, we got some ideas here, and we should be talking about Tuesday, bro. God damn, man. I'm coming up with ideas, bro. See, that's what I'm saying, man. They're not coming up with creativity. See, we're thinking here. We got something. Y'all come up with some great creative ideas next on the comment box, man, because I got some ideas, bro. Like, no cap. But y'all comment down below. Let me know what y'all think about SmackDown. I thought it was good. But y'all can give me y'all different point of view, like on comments down below, all right? Get in the comment box. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. And also, just a reminder for WrestleMania 41. In order for WrestleMania 41 to be complete, Alexa Bliss has to compete. I repeat, in order for WrestleMania 41 to be complete, Alexa Bliss needs to complete, okay? So, y'all comment down below and hashtag we want Alexa Bliss, all right? We want Alexa Bliss. If y'all comment that down below, we straight, all right? Get in the comment box. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, share if you're new, and I'll catch y'all in the next one, all right? I'm out.